Today we are going to talk about, the reading passage here. We have an article about the White House. Look at the picture. I think, most of you know the White House or, have heard about it. We are going to read it quickly. Then we will answer the questions, whether they are true or false. Who wants to start with the first paragraph? Who wants to read the first paragraph? Sharif, are you here, Sharif?
Yes, teacher.
Please read the first paragraph on, on your workbook on page 5.
Okay. One minute.
Page 5.
Okay. Reading. Read the article about the White House, then answer true or false.
Good.
The White House is the official residence and main workplace of the President of the United States. It is in Washington, D.C., and was built between 1792 and 1800. The White House has 4 stories: the ground floor, state floor, second floor, and the third floor, plus a 2-story basement. The White House complex includes executive residence, where the president and his family live, the West Wing, location of the Oval Office, the East Wing, and the old executive office building, which houses the executive offices of the president and vice president.
Good, thank you. Who wants to continue with the second paragraph? Ahmed Azam. Continue with the second paragraph, please.
Okay. There are many famous rooms in the White House. The entrance hall is the primary and formal entrance. It is located on the state floor and is entered from Pennsylvania Avenue. It opens to the grand staircase, which connects the state floor to the second floor of the building. There are 3 state parlors on the state floor of the White House: the green room, the blue room, and the red room. They are each decorated in shades of their respective color and have been used for small receptions and teas.
Good.
Yes.
Who wants to read, the third paragraph? Let me choose. Muhammad Taysir, are you here? Yes, Muhammad. Read the third paragraph. The East Room is the largest. Yes, the third paragraph on page. Muhammad, I think you have, problem with your mic. Uday. Uday, are you here? Abdullah Amin. Yes, Abdullah. The third paragraph, please.
The East Room is the largest room in the White House. It is used for entertaining, press conferences, ceremonies, and occasionally for a large dinner. The White House's oldest possession, a portrait of George Washington that was painted in 1797, hangs in the East Room next to a portrait of his wife, Martha Washington, which was painted in 1878.
Good. Ashraf? Are you here, Ashraf? Yanal?
Yes, teacher.
Read the last paragraph, please. Read the last paragraph.
The state dining room is the larger of 2 dining rooms on the state floor of the White House. It's used for receptions, luncheons, and larger formal dinners. The room seats 140 guests. The family dining room room is also located on the state floor. The room is used for smaller, more private meals than those served in the state dining room. Today, the president uses the family dining room less for family and more for working lunches and small dinners. Family dinners are usually served on the second floor in the president's dining room.
Good. Good. Now look at the sentences here. We are going to see whether these sentences are true or false. Look at the example. The US president lives and works at the White House. That's true. Okay, read the first one. Okay, read the first one. Abdulaziz Kamal, are you here? Abdurrahman Musa.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, Abdurrahman, read number one.
The US president lives and works at the White House.
Number one, this is, the example. The White House was
built 100 years ago.
good. The White House was built 100 years ago. Is it true or false?
I think so.
It is false. Good.
Or
I think it is false. Yes, it is false because it was built 200, I think, 200 years ago, between 1792 and 1800. So it is false. Good. Now what about the second? Who can read? Who can read? Sharif, the Oval Office.
Yes, the Oval Office is in the West Wing.
What do you think? It is in the first paragraph.
The Oval Office is yes.
Yes.
True.
Look here, the West Wing, the location of the Oval Office. Good. It is true. Number 3, Khalid. Yes.
Can I answer؟
Yes.
قبل شوي ما كان كنت ما كنت أعرف.
Don't worry, Ash.
You can only enter the White House through the entrance hall. True.
No, I think it is false because it has many entrances. You can enter the house. So you can not just only enter the White House through the entrance hall. No. We have many entrances you can enter. Thank you. Number 4. Abdurrahman Mahroug, are you here?
Yes, teacher.
Please read number 4.
The green room is decorated in green.
I
True.
think yes. Yes, because each room is decorated and painted with the same color which is named with it. Good. Number 5. Who can read it? Abdullah Mitwalli, are you here? Abdullah? Muhammad Naif?
Yes.
Muhammad Naif?
Yes.
Please read number 5. Portrait.
The portrait of Martha Washington was probably painted
After she had died? Yes, probably yes.
Yes.
True. True, yes, true. Now what about the last? Who can read?
Can I try?
Abdul Hamid.
Yanal, sir.
Yanal. Yalla Yanal.
The president's family usually eats dinner in the family dining room. False.
False. They usually, eat family dinners as usually served on the second floor. Good. So these are the answers. Write them quickly.
Assalamu alaikum.
Salam. Ahlan Uday. You are welcome. Okay. Now let's move to the next page. Here we have 3 paragraphs. You know, each paragraph is talking about, you know, let us say a place. The first one is, you know, the minaret of Jam, which is found in Afghanistan. The second is talking about Salwa Palace, which is, you know, found here in Saudi Arabia. And the third one is talking about Burj Khalifa in UAE. Who can read the first text about, you know, the minaret of Jam? Then we will answer the questions on the same page. Yes, on page 6. Look at your books on page 6. Who can read the first? Minaret of Jam, Afghanistan. Who can try? Usaid, are you here, Usaid? Yes, Usaid. Read about, you know, the minaret.
Yes, hello.
Please raise your voice.
Can you hear me, teacher?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Your workbook on page 6, please, Usaid. Yes, Usaid. Okay. Abdullah Amin.
Minaret of Jam, Afghanistan. The minaret of Jam stands in a remote valley surrounded by barren mountains. It was built in the 12th century and it is only well-preserved building of the period. It is 65 meters tall and was built with baked bricks. The circular minaret, which rests on an octagonal base, had
Yes.
two wooden balconies and a lantern at the top. The minaret is famous for its intricate decoration of calligraphy.
Intricate decoration. Intricate means here, you know, complicated, complex. It's intricate decoration. Yes.
Of calligraphy etched in stucco and glazed turquoise ceramics. It was nominated Afghanistan's first World Heritage Site in
Heritage
2002.
site. Good, thank you. Okay. Now, what about the second paragraph? Who can read? Uday. Uday.
Salwa Palace. KSA Salwa Palace is the largest place in the historical Turek district of Al-Diriyah. It was the first place built by Imam Muhammad bin Saud in 1750. His successor later added to the complex, which includes 7 main units, a mosque and audience hall, and a treasury, and a wall which covers some 10,000 meters square. Salwa Palace is a unique example of Najdi architecture and illustrates the uniqueness of adobe not only as a material suited for the extreme desert climate, but as a means to create beautiful geometric design. At Turfi was
inscribed, yes.
Inscribed on the World Heritage List in 2010. It has been restored to a large extent and it has the potential to become one of the biggest living heritage museums in the world.
Good. So this is about the Salwa Palace, which is found here in Diriyah, which was built by Imam Muhammad bin Saud in 1750. Okay, who can read about, you know, the last paragraph about Burj Khalifa, which is found in Emirates? Sharif, Burj Khalifa in Dubai.
Yes. Burj Khalifa, UAE. Burj Khalifa in Dubai at 828 meters is the tallest building in the world, topping the previous record holder, Taipei 101 by 390 meters. It is also called the needle because of its top section, and that gets as thin as a needle as it tapers to the top. The building took 6 years to complete and was officially opened in January 2010. It has 168 floors, which is the highest number in the world, but not all of them are large enough to use as residence or office space. The skyscraper accommodates more than 900 luxury apartments, 49 floors of offices, and a 7-star Armani hotel with 160 rooms.
Okay. Now again, here we have 3 paragraphs about, different, let us say, places. Look at the questions. Look at the questions. Can read the first question. Who can read the first question? Atif, are you here, Atif? عبد الرحمن السعدي.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, Abdul Rahman,
Okay.
read the first question, please.
What is the shape of minaret at
Minaret of
Jam?
Jam.
Yes.
Good. What is the shape of minaret of Jam?
It has okay. It has a cellular minaret with
Good.
rests.
Circular minaret. It is circular, which rests on on an octagonal base. Good.
Yes.
It is a circular minaret which rests on an octagonal base. Number 2, what is special about the use of Adobe of Salwa Palace? Look at the answer. The section for visitors and the section for the family members. Who can read the third question? I think it is easy. Sharif, how tall is Burj Khalifa? It is mentioned
Yes.
at the beginning.
Burj Khalifa? 828 meters. And why is it called the needle?
8 meters. Yes.
It's okay.
It was
828 meters, and it's called the needle because of its subsection that gets as thin as a needle.
It's subsection that gets what thin as a needle as it tapers off. 828 meters, and it was it is called the needle because its top section gets as thin as a needle. Okay, now here we have some expressions. We are going to look for the meaning of these expressions. Underline words in the text that mean the following. Now what about the first one? The first one, you will find the answer in the first paragraph. Minaret of Jam. Far away. What do you think far away means? The answer is found in the first paragraph. And Minaret of Jam, Afghanistan, I think. What do you think? Far away. You can try. Far away means remote. Okay. Without any plans. Also, it is found in the first paragraph, Minaret of Jam.
Teacher, can I try?
Yes, Abdurrahman.
Barren.
Barren, good. Barren means without anything, without plants, water, etc.
Yes.
Difficult to survive there. Barren. Next, source of water. The answer will be in the second text, Salwa Palace, which includes 7 main units: a mosque, an audience hall, a treasury, and a well, which cover some 10,000 meters square. Source of water. Sharif?
A well.
Good, a well. Better. Source of water, well. Now what about next? I think also in the same text, clever and original. You can try. Clever, clever and original. Yes, Sharif?
Ingenious.
Ingenious, good. Ingenious. Ingenious means, clever and original. Become or make something narrower at one end. The answer will be in the third text. The needle becomes, thin as a needle as it tapers.
Tape.
Uh-huh.
I was going to say taper.
Yes, good, thank you. Taper means become or make something narrower at the end. Yes. Have enough space for. Also, the word will be in the third text, in the second paragraph.
Teacher, can I try?
Yes.
Accommodate.
Good, accommodate. Accommodate means to have enough space for people, for things, accommodate. Look at the last question. This is, personal question. Which building would would you be interested in visiting? That's, your own answer. You can say Burj Khalifa, Salwa Palace, etc. That's up to you. Okay, please quickly write the answers. Write the answers, please. Okay. Now let's move to the next page. Here we have a picture. We're going to, write words. Write as many words as you can to describe each part of the building in the picture. Then write sentences to describe the building using at least 3 adjectives in the correct order. If you remember, when we talk about the order of adjectives, we said that we start with, opinion, then, let us say size, age, color, etc. Nationality, material. So here we have a picture. We are going just to write many different words describing, the picture. Now here we put examples. Look, for example, here we have in the picture, we have a door, columns. Yes, we have columns. Turret. Turret means, tower. Okay, turret means tower. We can use, different adjectives to describe these objects. For the first, we can use heavy, wooden, ornate. Ornate means decorated. Columns, for example, tall, slim, white. Turret, maybe, narrow, beautiful, intricate. Intricate means complicated or, complex. Look at these sentences. The palace walls, for example, are dotted with small white framed square windows. Maybe. Ornate heavy wooden door is placed in the middle of the structure. And ornate means decorated. Elegant, slim white columns hold a series of arcs along the facade. Yes. Okay, write them quickly or have a picture. Finished? Okay. Now move. Writing. Here again, as we ask you to do, write about a famous house in your country. Before you read, you have to brainstorm or to make notes in the chart. When was it built? You know, this question will help you to, let us say, take notes and write correctly. Talking about, you know, the when was it built, who lives there, what makes it famous, what does it look like on the outside and the inside, etc. Are there any famous rooms? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now look at exercise N on page 9. Open your workbook on page 9, please.
Mister,
Yes.
can you go back to exercise N so I can take a screenshot of the answer?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Now here we have a map, and we are going to read the conversation, then answer the questions. We have 3 people here: Tom, John, Lewis. Who wants to read? We need 3 of you who can read. Sharif, Ahmed Safi, عبد الرحمن وعفوا عدي. Sharif, you will be Tom. Uday, you will be John. And Ahmed Azam, you will be Lewis. Start, Sharif. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Excuse me, how do I get to the park?
Take the number 20 bus. There's a bus stop over there. Get off the bookstore. The park is on the next block. You can't miss it.
Is it far from here?
No, it's about 50 minutes away.
No.
Lewis,
No.
yes.
Take the F line on the subway and get off at Main Avenue station. Walk down Broadway and take a left after the bank. The park is right across the street. Trust me, I live in that neighborhood.
Thanks a lot.
You're welcome. Okay. Now here we have questions. Look at the first one. Who can read it? Abdurrahman Mahroug. Read the first question.
Yes, teacher.
Read the first one, please.
Where is Tom going?
Where is he going? He's going, I think, to the park. Yes, Tom is going to the park. The second question. Abdurrahman Musa. Where are you? Abdullah Amin. Abdurrahman Musa, يلا, read. What is the bus number?
What's the bus number to the park?
What is the bus number to the park? I think it is 20. Yes, the bus number is 20. Abdullah Amin, read the third.
How far is the park? About 15 minutes away.
15 minutes, good. About, 15 minutes away. Okay, the last question. Who can read the last question?
Teacher, can I try?
Yes.
Okay. What's the subway line to the park? The subway line to the park is F.
F, yes, good.
Yes.
The line F, good. Now, the answers here, we can make a paragraph. Tom took the bus and missed his stop. He's now at the mall. Write in new directions and help Tom find the park. Here, just we have an example. Turn left and walk to the end of the road. Turn right and walk down, Franklin Street. Keep going until you see the restaurant. When you get to the restaurant, take a right and walk down Park Avenue. The park entrance is on Park Avenue. Okay. Have a screenshot, please. Have a screenshot. Okay, now move. I think we did, the exercises on page 10, just to revise you with them quickly. Here, you remember when we talk about, the offers and requests. Look at the picture and read the conversation. Mark, O for offers and R for requests. Look at the first one. It is an example. Let me carry that for you. It is what? It is an offer. Now, what about number 2? Sharif?
Yes. We tell Sarah to bring some snacks from the kitchen. Request.
This is what? Request. Good. Number 3, Uday?
I will tell her and I will get some snacks to offer.
This is an offer. Omar? Omar? Are you here, Omar? Abdullah Mutwalli? Abdulaziz Kamal? Ahmad Rami? Ahmad Rami? Hamza? Hamza Barroth?
Teacher, can I try the last?
Yes, read.
Okay. Can I borrow your cell phone? I need to make a quick call.
This is what
request.
This is a request. Can I borrow your cell phone? I need to make a quick call. Good. Look at the next exercise, the last exercise in our unit. Read each story, write the conversation. Your younger sister wants a box of cookies from a high shelf in the kitchen. She cannot get the box. You offer to get the cookies for her. Your sister accepts your offer. I think we did it. Here, let me get that for you. Oh, thanks. I'll pay the check. Thank you very much. But 3, can I help you with that? No, that's all right. Thank you. Okay. Let's stop here. And, now we finished the first unit. What about the exam?